is brought to you by McDonald's, proudly serving communities since 1965. Este episodio de The Rick H. Show es traído a ustedes por McDonald's. McDonald's es más que un lugar de comida sabrosa. Es un lugar donde la gente conecta. Growing up in Washington Heights, after softball games on Saturdays, or after school, after the park, we usually went to McDonald's. And I went there for the good times with my friends and the conversations. Usually, you work up an appetite after softball. So, the number one Big Mac meal, medium with fries, that always hit the spot for me. McDonald's always brings back fond memories for me. McDonald's. Me encanta. McDonald's. I'm loving it. Damn, that was... Ivan, I gotta ask you right away off the top. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rick H Show. Rick H.
What up, y'all? Welcome.
What it do, baby? Boo!
Ivan is here. The incredible Jasmine Ruiz is here.
Woo.
Hey!
Ivan, what'd you think about Spanish, man? That was the first time I kicked the promo in Spanish.
I think you should have paid someone to do it.
Yeah. What you mean?
That Spanish was horrible. That Spanish was really too Spanish. You got their Spanish, which is like llegué el otro día, yo no sabo.
Uh-huh.
Then you have the Purdue Spanish. You know, remember that?
All right, so let me try this again.
So you're in between both of them.
Let me try this one more time. Este episodio es... I can't even... Brought to you that, like...
Este episodio es patrocinado por McDonald's.
Subiendo
de la comunidad del 1985.
Damn.
Something like that, right?
Jasmine, what happened? You took a...
She's in DR.
I don't know what happened. It just...
A Union 5?
She's in DR. Se fue la luz.
Se fue la luz.
Yeah, se fue la luz.
It happens.
So before we get into all the topics of today, Ivan, you weren't here last week, but actually it wasn't last week. It was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
I don't know if you heard of the new phenomenon called vaping.
Dapping?
Vabbing.
No, vabbing.
I know. No, we're not talking about this again. He's going to have something to say.
Is it like vaping?
So, it's vagina dapping. So
elaborate on this.
Jazz, please.
So you get some of your sauce and you put it like so, the way you would perfume, and you go about your day, and it's supposed to attract mates.
They did a study.
I believe this.
They did a
study. I
believe
it would work too. I haven't tried it. I believe it would work.
I sometimes have some of what she said in this area, and you know, I will leave the house and be like, shit, once I get to work, I gotta wash up because se queda en la barba. But sometimes I will forget, and I'll be like, yo, why is everybody saying what's up to me, yo?
Yo, you see?
It's weird. And then I'm like, damn, I'm wilding because I got all this juice on me.
So nobody knows, only you know.
So dudes are saying...
I made that up. But it will work. It will work. That was a great idea, though.
Nah, we made it up.
It's a real test, though. They put, like, I think it was 10 women, 10 men, and then they took the... is it estrogen?
Pheromones.
The pheromones off the woman, and the man, they made the man blindly smell it. Then they put him in the room without telling them who was who, and the one that they liked, the smell that they were attracted to, that's the person they went to without even knowing. So now there's this TikTok girl. She's going to the gym, dabbing herself up a little bit. Which I think is kind of gross. Like, you sweating in the gym and all.
I think it's like crazy.
If you see my comments all over social media, that I've been number one on that. Like if a girl is playing volleyball and she's sweating and stuff, like smell, like don't even take a bath. Like let me smell that. Where you is? Come over here. Let's make out. Don't take a bath.
Yo, he's team vabbing. He's definitely team vabbing.
Let me slurp you. Like, what's up? I'll lick your neck all over. If you at Coney Island, playing volleyball, and I see you sweating. I'm like, yo,
with the dirt dripping off the.
It's like no dirt. This is sweat.
He likes
Sweat?
salt. He likes
What
salt.
about the dirt?
You know what? You know what's the perfect sweat? You know what's the perfect sweat?
What?
Under the boobs.
That's.
Are we live already?
Killing me.
Yeah, we are.
We are. Oh shit! Hey, yeah.
Yeah, welcome. That's the intro.
Wow.
Are we allowed to talk about this? This is.
We could talk about whatever that we want now.
But everybody agrees. Everybody agrees.
You feel me?
I don't know if everybody agrees.
Everybody agrees. If you're a man, of course you gotta
that.
agree. You haven't agreed because you haven't tasted it. It tastes. You know what it tastes like? The egg yolk when it's sunny side up. That's what it tastes.
Oh, but I thought you were against the egg yolk.
There's a video out there. They caught me, bro.
They caught you.
I tasted it.
And
it didn't change my life.
Mm.
I ain't gonna ask for it. Like, there's no way I'm mad.
You crazy.
Eso como una salsita, mi hermano. Like you dunk whatever.
Not, but like that body sweat. I don't know what it is. Like if I go when I used to go to.
But it's not body sweat, Ivan.
It's not.
It's vagina juice.
Why we didn't call it that since the beginning?
That's vagina.
You made it all. I
said you get some juice. Vabbing is about getting your juices and dabbing it on you, and you go throughout your day.
I get it. We said it in English, so I'll do it in Spanish.
Our girl,
el jugo de la vagina. Las mujeres se lo están poniendo en el cuello, tú sabes.
They have. All right. This might sound racist, but fue una blanquita que inventó esto, right?
No, fue una latina.
Una latina.
I don't know.
What's
I
the
saw
name?
one
Where
person do
she's
it on
from?
TikTok. I
gotta
saw
be
one person do it on TikTok.
It's gonna be one of those pronoun people that do it. I'm telling you.
No, now I have to look it up.
Because that's crazy. Now everybody's categorizing.
Now I gotta look it up too. Give me a second.
Nosotros, los regulares, no tenemos tiempo de que, ay, déjame ponerme eso ahí y ahí a ver qué pasa. We don't have time for that. We have friends that be like, you out your mind, tú no vas a salir para afuera conmigo. Así que váyase a bañar.
The girl that I found that did it. This is the first girl I saw that did it. No, wait, that ain't her.
Vabbing, vagina dabbing.
All I'm saying is, this is a thing. Vamos a poner toda esta vaina en un perfume.
Hold on.
Perfume.
We just go out.
Los aceites africanos que venden en la calle.
Uno.
Okay, her name is Slow Mo.
No,
this is someone else reposting. So I think people are just reposting. Oh wait, here we go. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Julie. Her name is Julie.
Let me see that picture.
And she has a flag on there, but I don't know what flag that is.
I don't want to get.
Oh, it's an AAPI flag?
Let's call her out. Bring her on the show. Like, yo, what's up? How did this come about?
Yo, Rick, we should bring her on the show.
You know why I don't be a guest here most of the time on the show? Because you got something nice, you know, tú lo tienes organizado y vaina. Yo digo una cosa de otro mundo. I'm like,
no, but what do you mean? We could say whatever
we gotta call her up, be like, oh yeah, you gotta tell us about this vagina thing going on, because you know we're trying to try it.
For her. She said it worked for her. She got some drinks.
She said it worked for her.
Then we gotta do whiff de la vainita ahí, you know. Mándanos algo. Put the email, put the shipping address in there. Send us some of your juice. Let's
she could take this to another level. You know when you go to Sephora, the little paper with the she could do that.
She can hand those out. She can hand those out at the club.
En la revista, llama, oye, en la revista también.
I'm done. You're gonna have to play your intro. We 9 minutes in. You ain't played the intro.
Oh, I didn't. I don't think.
Because I got a crazy question coming up.
Let's go. Go ahead, Ivan.
Are they charging more during the time of the month for the juice? Because there's already mix.
Now I'm playing the intro. Pause it.
You feel that knock? I feel like Rocky in this one, baby. Let's go. Alright, check it. Blast from the past, back from the future. So if I pull the trigger in the past, I know you and your future. I'm still hustling, still hugging the block. The referee to the shit, I'm still calling them shots. I can't be stopped, that's what I told you. I'm living my life like a box of Crayolas. I'm Cutting up white, smoking that green. Purple color pens, I'm still making this cream. I'm so sick, check my throat quick. My wrist light up a room like a handful of glow stick. I'm like spoiled milk, the kids gone bad. Then it's the minutes my pen touches the pad. Niggas is mad, but the ladies is glad. Yo, they rubbing up against me like this nigga is rad. Fucking two divas, drinking on sangria. I got the beam of the colors, diarrhea. Tire strings on my feet cause I'm so fly. Hopped out the DeLorean, it's Artie McFly.
Minute intro. Ivan.
Bro, you need this. You need that guy from Netflix.
No, I like my intro. I got a new one. I haven't showed it to Jasmine yet. First, I gotta show it to her first.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
So, I've been working on some shit.
So how excited she was when she said that?
She's not in the intro.
I'm not in the intro.
Oh, so this
right.
one.
Yeah. Well, we've been inside since I started co-hosting. So,
also, I'm gonna put the credits on her IMDb page. Anyways, let's talk about the important news of today.
Yes.
Ivan, do you use public restrooms?
Big fan.
Big fan of public restrooms.
I would like to actually have stalls. There's one on 42nd Street, right? You pay like $3-4.
There's one in Washington Heights también.
El de Washington Heights no lo he visto. Pero the 42nd, sí. I don't know what is it that
it's in front of United Palace.
No, eso está muy busy. Yo tenía una vaina, bro, que me daba, like, I gotta go. Like, I have shit in the toll booth by Ridge Hill. Like, where the toll is, I pay the toll.
Wow, he's giving us all the locations. All we said was, do you like public restrooms? God
the
damn.
train station on 161st behind the booth all the way in the back.
Do you guys want to know why I'm asking about restrooms?
Because
I think I know. Tell us, Rick.
Why? So, yeah.
Restrooms. Mahodi.
We about to find out who's sitting on them seats.
Yeah. Que se chequen.
When I gotta go.
Bro,
I'm doing like lady style. Like
I'm seeing wrap the toilet and squat.
3 inches above the toilet.
Wrap and squat.
I don't got time for that. When I go to the public bathroom,
you can't even wrap. It'll eat through the paper.
No, this is the smart thing to do. When you go to the public bathroom, you wait. Well, or if someone's sitting there, wait for that person to come out because he already had cleaned it. Y está calentico by the time you sit there. So voila, you don't got to do nothing.
No, stop. If I sit on a warm seat, I'm gonna be
killing it. No, you're not. Yo, it's cold in the wintertime. It's cold as shit. You go to the airport.
Good. I'd rather sit on a cold seat and freeze my nalgas.
Movie theater, I waited out like, ooh, eso se sentó allá. Or when that last person comes out, like, damn, I go in, estaba meando, like, nah.
Wow, you're the only person I think in the world that wants to go in the bathroom after somebody. You know, normally it's like, let me go first, but nah, you're like, let me smell your shit. Let me sit on the toilet you sat on, and let me take that in because it's warm.
By the time you go to a toilet cleaning, it happens. Se te va la servilleta, you touch somebody else's pee by mistake, or the little bit of napkin you have is not enough. By the time él se paró, eso está limpiecito, because nadie se va a sentar arriba de los miados. Y si él se sentó arriba de los miados, ya lo limpió con su piel. So by the time I get this nice, it's warm, está tranquilito. That's just me.
All right.
Wow.
Well, now you got to wrap it up.
Yeah, because of the monkeypox. I was thinking about this, right? What are other things, because it's contact and shit that you share. So what are, besides the subway poles, besides the subway seats, what are other things? Oh my god, what are other things that we share? Toilet seats is one, but people don't really
touching
think about
doorknobs. Someone could have a blister on their hand, touch a doorknob. It's over.
So are we gonna have to invent? You know how masks became pretty big during COVID? Ivan, the gloves.
Michael Jackson, this shit.
El guante.
Those gloves are those gloves are gonna be so dirty.
Everybody got to wear white gloves, so like that when you see somebody.
I'm team like Clorox wipes. Just Clorox wipe things and keep it clean. And
what if Clorox wipe is just really a thing with water and it don't really got no.
Con un chin de vagina juice, and that's what it is, the smell.
It's definitely not a thing with water. It's not. It's not.
Then
There's
why ain't
no
nobody
edge.
do it?
They got Clorox up in there.
Sometimes I guess there's a few comments here. So Ivan got to answer his question. He's gonna get an answer to his question first. For the men, would you put semen fluid on your neck to attract women?
If it is guaranteed, oh, you go first.
Claro que no.
You ain't, tú estás casado. Yo,
Claro que no.
si está,
Y tú no. Y
sí,
tú no.
pero no públicamente. Si yo veo y los estudios dicen que sí, que eso es garantizado, que tú te pones un chin de semen, ahí, yo salgo con mi potecito de eso de semen. Ay, voy para vamos para Oppo. Ay, espérate, I'm not going
Yo,
in.
he's
Hold
gonna
up.
be like,
Hold
yo,
up,
that
man.
girl right there, I'm gonna get her.
Espérate.
Ay,
Be
Dios
out.
mío.
¿Sabes qué, mi amor?
Dímelo.
It's guaranteed, bro. We do worse things than that. We get a job. We waste $50,000-$80,000 going to school to get an education.
Yo.
That's to go get some pussy. And if this is guaranteed, let's just cut to the
Is
chase.
that why you got a job, Ivan, just to get some pussy?
I got a job. I got a haircut. I do all this comedy thing. Everything a man does is for some vagina. Hands down.
Stop.
Everything.
You think so?
I don't think
Except
so.
sports. Except sports. That's what we just
That's
like
for
now.
I mean, there's still an agenda there.
Ah, that's what it is.
Because other than that, bro, think about it. Si no fuera por me, I wouldn't shave. I would have just let my shave. But you got to look good because someone out there's like, ay, mira qué bonito se ve con la barba.
Por eso yo me casé.
Mira. And you still got to keep it up. You got to go every week. You got to go to the barbershop because
You got
uno
me
tiene que verse
speechless.
bonito.
I didn't think men did everything.
Everything. We get a job for some pussy. We got a car
I think
for some pussy.
between the ages of 18 and I'm gonna say 29. That's all. That's like it's part of the plan. Like, so Ivan's partially
part of the plan. I gotta eat breakfast. I gotta get some pussy. I gotta go to work.
Till this day, I wake up every. What you want for breakfast? You want? What? I'm like, brat, it's ready. When you finish eating, I want to eat, and you know what I'm talking about. And that's why we doing it. We ain't doing anything. Oh, mi amor, you vegetarian? Let me fix you some vegetables. You vaina. Oh, you pescatarian this month? Vamos a darle un pecadito. At the end of the day, we just do it for the same thing. Casado, divorciado, solo, 15 años, 24, 62, 78. Lo de nosotros es para eso. A mí nadie me diga que no.
Wow.
Well,
So,
now we know. Now we know. I didn't know that. Thank you for educating
mujeres.
me as a woman.
damn.
Nosotros lo que queremos
Before I dropped the intro, Ivan had a question.
Wow, you scared me, bro. I was like, another intro? Me voy. Your Mercedes wallet.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for real.
I'm 35. Lo que pasa es que la vida me ha dado durísimo.
Coño, qué vaina. I haven't had a question, and I think the only person that
This
can
was
answer
the same
that.
question you asked.
So, can you let Ivan know what exactly I asked? Because I had to
He was
unpack
like,
so much. Like,
do they vab during the time of the month? I was just like, I know you're not asking this question right now. Obviously not.
It's a valid question.
Yo, you gotta think.
You could see that with your eyeballs. I'm like, shorty, something's on your neck. Oh yeah, that's my period. Like, what? What are you saying? What? I did it for you, babe. Like, what? That ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Maybe there's extra potency during that time.
Potentially, but I don't think so.
Women get more, aroused during that time. Get a little hornier and shit. So if it's a little hornier, it's a little bit more wet. Maybe that one is like for what?
Everything's down for everything.
Wow.
They bring on the vabbing, come sweaty and vabbed up.
Bro, we in this world to experience one another. You to reproduce. We start reproducing, so jodido todo.
What's the nastiest thing you've done, Ivan? I mean, we're gonna have to ask this question.
The nastiest thing I've done?
Because
like
I don't
what?
think you got limits.
The nastiest thing I've done as far as what? Like I went to jail. I had to clean toilets and shit.
I think he's talking. I think he's talking about the ladies.
The ladies.
ladies.
The ladies, one time I had a period, but like, why is it this dark? They're like, why is it this dark? And it comes like in little bolita spots. I don't know. I got mad questions. I'm a curious ass dude.
Wait. What?
That's the craziest thing I've done. Like I was in there like, like, hey, esa vaina negra ahí con bolita. What's going on?
He got a blood clot on his
I'm
hand.
like, what's happening here? You know, and I'm like, that blood, don't split it. Why? It was all over the place. Okay, what's going? Yo, I know I shouldn't have came here, bro. This is why we do these podcasts.
You are in relationships.
They let me talk freely.
All of your relationships is your sex drive as strong as it was in your 20s? Is sex better now? I'm not that good at reading. So is it better now that you understand your body more?
Who's asking this? Like a male or female?
It's a woman.
It's a woman.
I think we'll let
one by one. We gotta go one by one.
Jazz, ladies first.
I think sex definitely gets better the older you get because you learn more tricks and you know your body more, you know your partner's body more.
Mm-hmm.
A one night stand is never gonna be as good as like long-term relationship sex. That's what I think. You know each other better, you know yourself better.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as sex drive, I mean, if you're healthy, my idea is that it should still be high. But you know, the older you get more responsibility, you work more, so you probably have less sex. That's my thought.
I don't have time to eat breakfast, so
make time.
R.I.P.
I do way too much. I get up at 5 a.m. I go to work. I make my time to date my wife and be with my wife, but I need to make more time for myself.
Yeah. And sometimes, mentally you're like, damn, I'm trying to get it popping. But your body's like, bitch, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? That happens as you get older. So you definitely, being the younger you are,
podcasting, children.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you this much. As an adult man that's married with 2 kids, life is very fulfilling. As a grown up. How old are you, Eve? That you're asking this question. I hope you're not like 22 or something.
Words and shit.
What big ass words?
Fulfilling. Life is very fulfilling.
Fulfilling.
Manhattan. Tú se mudan de Manhattan y empiezan a hablar palabras raras. Tú no estás en la oficina.
Oh, she's 33. She's 33. Okay. What about you, Ivan?
It definitely gets better with age. And everything.
Of
the
course.
sex drive and everything. Start
life as a whole, because you become mature.
Not life as a whole. Sex.
No, life as a whole gets better when you get older.
No, it does not. Life gets shittier. You get more problems.
I think it depends on how you define better. You know, if you define better as no responsibility, then it's gonna get worse because you get more responsibility.
Ivan's a sour man.
I'm not a sour man. I keep it real, bro.
He's a comic. You gotta understand. This is the thing with us comics. We're never satisfied or.
I'm very satisfied. Like as older you get, the more you know exactly what you want. The more you know exactly what you like.
Right.
So therefore, you go for those things. Like, cuando uno está joven, you experimenting. So you be like, ooh, this one don't suck balls. Gotta go to the next one because I gotta find who suck balls. Oh, it does suck balls. Here we go. I like this. I'm fucking with this. What's up, baby boo? 6 months later, we're like, you know what? I ain't feeling it no more. You forgot about them balls. And then, as life goes on, you just start experimenting more and more. So you find the one that's like, yo, I need my balls to rest, bro. I can't even produce. Like, you wilding on them shit. And now you be like, you know what? I think this is the one. So you schedule more around what you want. But regardless, life get older, the older you get, the more it sucks. Because what? You have more responsibilities, and the responsibilities sometimes take a toll on you. So like Jazz was saying, like sometimes you're ready to go, and then you're like, yo, I'm ready, babe. Look at this. And then your man's down there like, we ain't doing shit.
Zoe Torres says you can't forget the balls.
Never forget the balls. So, it gets more
Ladies, take notes. Take notes. You want to keep your man, remember the balls.
That's more stressful, Sometimes the thing that you thought you wanted doesn't really make you happy, So it's the older you get, the more in touch with your body you are, the more you know what you want, and the more you work towards that little peace of mind. Like me,
right?
I'll be like, yo, I don't care what day you tell me, but the day that you tell me this is happening, no me venga que el niño está levantado, que no había babysitter, no. But that's what it is. Like, sometimes it's like I've where was it? I read it. Men will never go back sexually, just like a woman will not go back financially. If a woman live in the penthouse, ain't no way she going back to the Bronx. Te jodiste. She gonna do everything in her power to stay out there. Pa que nadie la joda. Man, once you find out that, you know what? What's that thing called? Cuando te dan el beso negro, there's no way you're going back. That's how you out here dating. Like, no, tú sabes, porque el beso negro. It's like, no, a mí me gusta. It's like, so.
What's el beso negro, Ivan?
That's the G spot for the man.
Mm.
You find it when you get older.
Yo, I'm surprised you went there. A lot of men don't admit to wanting to do that.
Because they're young. They're young. They don't know what they're missing out on, bro.
I've known Ivan for a few
you
years
heard it
now.
here.
It's part of my stand-up. You know how I talk about it.
I think it's like 4 years. And this is a whole new side of Ivan. No, I'm just kidding. We were supposed to be talking about monkeypox. And
that's why you catch monkeypox,
I don't know how we got on to men G-spots.
Because we answer the questions. El beso negro. Like, who is Zori? Zori is right? So, esto no es raro. Uno no sabe ahora.
I know. If you create a Mercedes, she's my mother. So, you know, she's going after Ivan right now. Yeah, look.
Your mother is in this podcast?
My mother is right there listening
that
right now.
That is so cute.
Ladies, don't scare the balls. You've met my mother, actually. My mother
yeah, but she doesn't know this side of me.
She did.
Sorry, like, Nana. Okay, Nana knows. Nana knows. Okay, now.
Ivan is named.
Don't be scared of the balls, man. I don't know. Listen, as a man, I always try to leave my mark everywhere I go. Like, there's a girl right now telling a story.
Would you still want beso negro with monkeypox all around?
Bro, I had COVID and I was looking for like, yo, so we ain't gonna do this? Like, that's it? Like, ya, porque yo tengo COVID, no vamos a cingar. Eh? It's up. Nah, but you got the vid. I'm like, you too. Vamos a morir
Might as well.
You know, a man has a time limit. Nosotros, what? Before it was in our 40s and 50s. That's the rumors was que ya no se te paraba a los 40, los 50. You know? So once that's done, bro, once that's done, it's over. It's over. Like,
get blue chews.
Get blue chew.
Gotta get the blue chew. That's it. Call up for the sponsorship.
When it is over, it is over. That's it.
There's so much stuff for that. Nah, but I get you. It ain't the same. It ain't the same.
You out here going 7 minutes. Your minutes go down to 3. Then it goes down to 2. And then it goes down to Christmas, Thanksgiving, and New Year's. Oh, and your birthday. Depending. Yeah, I'm wilding on this.
That sounds sad.
That's a man's life right there. And on top of that, we got to work all the way through 50. We don't retire. We never retire. At 50, you become el tigre de home improvement in the house. Hay que arreglar la cortina, que le tufa.
That's right, as you should.
Nah, but that's cool. Can you get monkeypox in the gym? Hell yeah.
Yes, you can get monkeypox
anywhere. That's why I don't go to the gym. Anyway, you're touching. That ain't why you don't go to the gym. You don't go to the gym because you ain't trying to lift. You
I don't got time. I wish. I love the gym. Girls you can look at working out all sides.
You know, you could get monkeypox if you're in the bar. You know, the bar has peanuts. Like,
I love that
everybody.
I love peanuts, bro. These are important from the Dominican Republic.
From communal things.
Anything communal.
From rubbing up on people, going to the club, going to a concert.
A little soap dispenser in the bathroom.
Well, I don't think so because you just putting the soap on it directly after.
Movie theaters,
seats.
any
place your skin touches. So I would just say, I know it's 100 degrees outside. Wear
hazmat suit.
The Pusha mask.
Don't put your butt cheeks on the toilet. That's the.
I gotta go.
No bare ass in seats.
Mm-hmm. I have shit in the streets and wipe with snow, bro. La vida mía.
Wipe with snow.
What was next on our list? What was next?
Trump's Mar-a-Lago's residence raided by the FBI. Encontraron los cuerpos.
You know what's crazy? Like the more money you make, the more you know how to pronounce those things.
Yeah, I was just about to be like, that's out of our pay grade. I mean, I said it right, but Rick, come on, you got to know how to say these things. Mar-a-Lago.
Miralago.
La casa está al lado de un mar y de un lago.
Milagro.
Yes.
I think it was Milagro. We lost Ivan.
No, I just had my camera. I got
Salud.
my camera. Mi cámara está programada así por si acaso.
He doesn't want to talk about Trump. That's why he put his
Trump, oye, Trump nos dio cuarto a todito, ¿viste? No te olvides eso. Ningún presidente de la historia te ha dado dinero. Trump sí, doble.
Él no dio cuarto. ¿Tú crees que
That's how tú sabes, if you look into it, you know, los cuartos eran de nosotros como quiera. But, you know, it's like, agárrense de eso.
You know what nobody's talking about? His house was raided by the FBI. According to reports, he took stuff from the archives of the White House. 15 boxes. Allegedly, thank you.
15.
But nobody's talking about how his ex-wife died falling down some stairs and he buried her in a golf course.
Damn, that's crazy.
I gotta look that up right now.
I swear
he got buried in a golf course?
Bro, she's buried in a golf course in New Jersey. Not even a nice one in a nice area. And his kids said nothing about it.
Después de vieja, she's gonna have all them balls in her face. That's crazy.
Time out.
What?
Yo, nadie está hablando de eso. Because he's trying to change the news cycle so quickly.
Yeah, but that was a bad one to do. Like, you don't want to change the news cycle with 15 boxes of missing.
Well, he did. He buried her at a golf course.
Yep. So if I'm Melania,
is it speculation? Is it?
No, there's a stone that says.
This is real.
That's real. There's a stone that says her name on it, and it's not even like some nice shit. It's just a little.
No, but that's because it takes a while for you to get the nice one in. Like, it's you know how many people die a day.
Mi hermano, este tipo tiene cuarto.
Sí, pero uno no va a gastar cuarto en alguien que se murió.
That's so weird. That is so weird.
Yo, given the way my family, cuando yo me muera, el mío va a llegar cuando se muera otro, porque el mío lo van a tener que pagar el pasito. My family don't spend money on that stuff. Ya se murió. Ay, que Dios lo tenga en la gloria. ¿Cuánto es la vaina? 10,000 ¿qué? Vamos a ponerle un plan de pago. 7 años después de Comes. Ay, por fin le pusieron su nombre y la vaina ahí.
They literally took that out the news cycle. That shit died.
No, what it needs to happen is we need a new type of news.
What do you
something
mean?
Like something.
I got some new news for you. I got a couple.
No, like new, things. Like Fox, CNN, toda esa vaina.
Oh, you mean like something that's like more in the middle,
something that the people,
unbiased,
by the people, for the people, something.
Okay.
Esto está del diablo. Uno no puede creer en nada.
No, por eso yo veo todos los canales. And
no, I mean, news. I think the idea of unbiased news. I mean, it sounds wonderful to just have the facts.
Scary.
But I think if you give everyone just the facts, right? And the reason
kind of what Vice does.
Yeah. I really like Vice. I love Vice. Great documentary, great reporting. Journalism is amazing. I feel like when you have a bunch of people though that watch the news, first off, people watch the news because they want to know what's going on, but in some sense, they also want to know what is the narrative. And I think people need a narrative. Maybe this is me being a little cynical of just humanity. Because I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people that can't think for themselves.
Se murió José en el bloque. Ya está muerto.
So many people don't think for themselves, though. And they fall into these narratives. And I just wonder, like, without a narrative and with only the facts, I feel like it will just have even more conspiracy theories than we currently have because it's
the internet is the cause of that because now there's like even us right now we're talking on this mic and people are watching. I could say something right now, make it sound like it's truthful, you know, and people watching like, oh shit, yo, this guy said this on that, and they're not gonna do research on it. They're gonna take your word.
People don't research, yeah, they don't research.
Well, guess what? Fuck them. Esa sensibilidad de vaina, si usted no tiene la capacidad de actuar por su propio mismo, usted no debe estar vivo. Ajá, y le están diciendo que no cruce la calle con la luz verde y usted cruzó con la luz verde y le dio un carro. Well, guess what? It is what it is. Because usted tiene que tener sentido común. Y lamentablemente en el mundo que estamos ahora
no hay mucha gente.
And then we are catering to these people without common sense and building a world around them. And it's like, no, pero, ay, muchacha, no diga eso. I'm like, no, this is how it is. You don't like it? Oh, well, survival of the fittest.
Yeah, I feel with you. And I do think that in a sense, they cater to people without without
Because
common
it comes
sense.
to a certain age where our parents watch the news all the time, and they're the ones that tells you, "Mira,
I
ten
don't even
cuidado,
watch
Ten
it.
cuidado.
Yeah, que ten
cuídate."
cuidado. I'm like, oh goodness.
You know, ¿para dónde que tú vas? No te ponga la cadena, que se están
It
robando la
puts so
cadena.
much
She
fear.
happened
It's
in
like
another
fear
borough, and they're like,
mongering.
mira, el crimen está más afuera. Que sé yo, que sé cuánto.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I lost my point. I had a very good point to make, and then I even
It was
Es que
about
that's what I
unbiased
do.
news. The
it
point I
wasn't
think
about
was about
news. It
no.
was no. It was about news, but it was about something specifically in the news.
Look, I'm with Jazz. If we have enough where you could choose and know, it's like, you know what? I watch this one because esa como que me conviene a mí, and you know, and most of the things they say is around where I'm at. So I know
Mhm.
that if they say, you know, están jolopeando de 7 de la tarde a 8 de la noche en Foran, I know not to go around there at that time.
Yeah,
Because,
but
you know, pero no me digan ni que tengan cuidado en Foran. Yo no voy a decir que están jolopeando, pero están pasando cosas malas por ahí.
this is my
Puede que
point.
si tú pasas llueva. I'm like, nah, tell me what's
There
up.
was a comedian
Yeah.
that said, because they were talking about sensitivity and heightened sensitivity. There's a comedian that said we are supposed to be a democracy, majority rules, and we're allowing society to be run by the minority at this point.
That's true.
In what context did he say that?
Well, he was talking about trans people because the population, not to say anything negative about him, but he was like the population of trans people.
It's like less
It-
than 1%.
yes.
Mhm.
And you have to be, I think it might have been Schultz, it might have been another comedian, but
Shaw and Chappelle are on that.
yeah, it was more of like, okay, that's your thing and we respect it and all that stuff, but why should we change laws and things like that for the minority when there's a majority? Which I think is a valid
So,
point.
okay. I got a thought on this. When it comes to like changing laws and stuff, I think if it's a matter of like equal rights, then I mean, I don't understand why anyone would not want to support the law, because if it's a matter of equal rights, it's literally just someone saying,
So
"Hey, yeah, I'm different, but I think I deserve
I'm
the
gonna
same
give you an
equal rights as
example
you."
of where the conversation started.
Yeah, where did it start? Because
There was a
that's
man that transitioned to
mhm,
be a woman and
mhm.
became an MMA fighter and
Okay.
was destroying these women.
Mhm.
And then the Olympic swimmer
Yeah.
as well. So the Olympic swimmer is not the Olympic swimmer, the collegiate swimmer. She is suing the NCAA for not allowing her to compete.
I
But
think it's very interesting when it comes to sports because I mean, people are still fighting over the science, and I didn't go reading scientific journals, so that I can't specifically say what the science is of it. I would personally think that there would be a difference if you've already hit puberty and
she
then
was
you
destroying these
change.
girls
Yeah,
in the
right.
water.
And so I just think I don't understand. I think not even I don't understand. I think that there should be just a trans sports league. I would really support
A
that.
separate league.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
separate league.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we have the Special Olympics, and I think being trans is a special case in which you want to do your sports and
not
you
that she's
want
saying
to.
she's not comparing. Let me throw this out there because you know what they're gonna grab the soundbite. What she's saying is the Special Olympics they have their own Olympics, not comparing Special Olympics to
No, I'm
trans or
not
anything.
comparing special
No,
to
no, I
trans.
know,
I'm saying, yeah,
but
they
the
will take the
internet
soundbite.
will take that shit and say, "Oh,
Right.
look what this girl said."
Right. My
Um,
point is though that they were they've created this other Olympic,
mm,
you know, area for people who have special needs. I don't see why we can't do that again for people who are trans and want to compete, because I think trans people should be able to compete, but I understand, or I think that it's not
there's
fair
certain
for them
advantages
to
in certain
compete in the
sports.
way that it has been happening so far. So I would really support a trans league in the Olympics where they can go
Y'all
do
about to get
all the
canceled.
sports that are available to everyone else in
So
the Olympics.
that's how it started. They were talking about
Ahora que nos
people.
van a cancelar, deja que yo hable.
I didn't say anything bad. I said give them
No,
an entire
no,
Olympics.
but the problem is this, right? Heightened sensitivity. Anytime you say
Mhm.
that word, it's like people already like, oh, what are you gonna say? Like you have to walk around eggshells around that word. And I guess
Mhm.
they were talking about comedy and how, you know, when you're in a club, it's supposed to be no holds bar.
Mhm.
Like everything is on the table at that point. So that's where the conversation started, and then they went into competition, and also went to we have to change the way we live and think and talk because of the minority.
Well,
Because
I think
it's less than 1%. I think the population.
right, but I support, you know, a world where we can be progressive, and
Ivan,
not
don't say shit.
necessarily needing yeah, not necessarily needing it to be like a majority thing just so that
Man,
we
have
could be
one shot.
progressive. You know, I have no problem saying they if someone wants to be called they. Like I don't think that that's a big deal that people should like be up in arms about, for example, you
Mhm.
know. And so I feel like little changes like that, I don't see the harm in the little change. It's not that big of an inconvenience. I think people just don't understand
What
it, and
about Demi
therefore
Lovato? I'm
Esa
a
está
little.
loca.
what.
Esa
I'm
está
a
loca.
little.
We need a whole episode for that. Esa está loca. Sigue ya.
I'm a little
Yeah,
confused. Like
She's
she's
confused still. Ella no sabe en
I
qué
don't know what
parado.
Demi said.
okay.
But
So she
yeah,
declared herself
An
gender
alien.
neutral, and she said they. She wants to be known as they and them. Those were
okay.
pronouns.
Now
And
she's a girl again.
then she said she accepted she again she, and then she was like, you know what? I'm getting rid of the they and them.
You know what
Like
it is?
she
I'm
keeps
gonna be
getting
people, and I really feel for the trans
go
community
back to
when
the
when it comes. Go back to
monkeypox.
monkeypox for real.
I'm gonna
I
let
really
Ivan
feel.
finish this up.
I'm gonna finish this sentence, but I feel for the trans community when something like that happens, because when you have someone that's flip flopping on their identity, then
Mhm.
what they're really doing is they're hurting the movement.
I
And
think
you know,
she's just a
trans people are
phony.
not flip flopping. Like real people who are
She's
in the
not
trans
real.
community are not
Like
flip flopping on their
yes,
identity. You know, and
I
for her to do that, I feel like that hurts the movement, and that's not fair.
I think she's just trying to be down with the movement, with
I don't know.
however she can.
I don't know why she would do that.
What
I don't
you
understand.
mean? You got a machine behind you. The support that those people give, second to none. That's why she's just
Mm.
trying to be down. She's trying to be like, you know,
She's trying to be popping again.
yeah.
I don't know. I
Ivan,
don't
what you
know.
gonna say about
What I'm gonna
the
say is
trans
this:
topic? Here we go.
everyone in this world is equal. You can
Mm-hmm.
have both sexes down there and identify as whatever the hell you want. By all
Yeah.
means, do so.
Right.
Yes,
Mhm.
yo te lo aplaudo. Cool. Now, when it comes to sports, right? You have the NBA, you have the WNBA. One is bigger than the other because it's a simple fact that us men are stupid enough to be like, yo, LeBron is playing. Let's all go home, all of us, 7.8 billion of us, and watch LeBron dunk. When the women NBA goes, hey, let's go watch the women play. Women got laundry to do, kids to be out there with. So the support is different, right? So si tú eres una mujer que está jugando en the NBA, in the WNBA, you don't get paid the same as LeBron because you guys aren't supporting each other the way that you should. If all the women go on every Sunday, como nosotros vamos on football, the WNBA would have more money because you're out there supporting. Therefore, in the pay, equal pay va a estar bien. So it's the same thing. Now, if you want to play sports with LeBron and tú eres una jeva y tú vienes para acá y te dan ese codazo, you can't be out here crying because this is what you chose. Now, like Jazz said, if you want, vamos a hacerte tu propia liga y que tu propia gente que se han convertido como tú vayan y te apoyen. Ahora, cuando esa gente te apoyen, como ustedes son la minoría, el porciento que sea, no te dando suficiente dinero para pagarte, no quiera venir para la liga que se trabajó y se está trabajando por años, porque tú puedes crear tu propia liga y crear un movimiento que dure por vida para las personas que vienen en un futuro y se conviertan, tengan su espacio ahí y sean LeBron James de esa liga, you know? Pero esa vaina de estar crossing over, toda esa vaina, el de balance es demasiado. Por más que uno quiera aceptarlo, por más que uno quiera esa sensitividad, it doesn't work, and it's been shown. Como un hombre que está en una mujer que está en, who was it, the swimming guy, he was like 87th, and then he comes
And then he
switches
was like
over
number
and
one.
Number one.
Entonces,
was
you
number
have
one.
to be mentally unstable to actually take pride in that.
Yeah, I think you know, and what you said about women's basketball, I actually was reading about this recently. Women's basketball acting loses $10 million a year, and just from my perspective, I wouldn't watch women's basketball as a woman.
I
If I
would.
am gonna watch basketball,
They could
it's
play
gonna
some
be-
ball.
If it's gonna be because I'm going with my fiance, or I'm going with the man to go watch a basketball game, okay? And if I'm gonna even watch on my own regard, it's probably gonna be like, oh, you know, these
That'll
basketball players
change
are
when there's a
cute. The basketball
superstar.
players are cute. I want to go watch them. I don't want to see a bunch of girls play basketball, women play basketball, but that's just me. And I just
It'll
think
change
that,
if there's a
like,
star, though.
That's
It'll
the thing. Like
change if there's a star. If they get it like a
don't
big
watch
star, that'll change.
Us
Women
men
will get
don't watch
behind
it.
it.
We don't want to see women acting men.
I don't think
I've
men want to
watched
see
some.
women play basketball
We don't.
either.
I've
I don't know
watched.
who,
I've,
and it might be good.
I'm in the minority of that has actually watched some WNBA games, and
Do you know who
it's more
who's the audience?
competitive.
Who's the audience? Like, who's the audience generally speaking of WNBA games?
Well, that's also a tragedy why Kobe died. Kobe was trying to change the fact that he was going to make that league more popular because his daughter wanted to be in the league eventually. So Kobe started going to the games, the WNBA games with his daughter. He started being more supportive of it, and then when he died, a lot of NBA players they started doing the same. So, but
they're gonna have daughters.
Well, I like that you have watched WNBA games.
They don't dunk as much as the guys, but they're very competitive games.
Oh, I'm sure they're really talented. Like, I don't think being a woman makes you any less talented. There's this girl on basketball that plays
the
basketball.
UFC fights. To me, sometimes the UFC fights are more. The women's fights are more competitive and much more fun than the men.
I stopped watching fights. They get
one of the most exciting fights I've ever seen in my life was Joanna Jędrzejczyk versus Weili Zhang. If you look that fight up, that'll make you
yo no quiero ver mujeres peleando, yo no quiero ver mujeres donkeando, yo quiero ver mujeres haciéndose las uñas, viajando el mundo, tirándose fotos, viéndose bonita. I want them to empower themselves y vaina, que tengan negocio. Be like, this is my.
He just wants women to be princesses over here.
Exacto. Yo no quiero llegar a mi casa y una jeva me pueda decir que.
Women are more than princesses, okay? We're more than that.
100%. Pero eso es lo que me gusta a mí. Eso es lo que me gusta a mí. Yo no voy a ver.
Okay.
I'm not gonna watch. I watch them. The crazy shit is, si es de Sobol, yo las veo en Sobol, fíjate. Because I know they sweating under that uniform. I'll be like, that's right, good job. ¿Estás soltera? La tercera base, ¿estás soltera?
I'm done with him. I'm done.
He doesn't mean it to to the audience. He's just
He's just a comedian, y'all.
He's a comic. It's part of it.
Talking his smack.
Talking his shit.
I'm just saying.
How about we get to something even funnier?
All right, let's ask this question to the right? Cuando tú llegas a tu casa y haya tu hombre fregando y haya tu hombre limpiando esa estufa ahí fajado. Is that something
I'm gonna love that. I think I would be so turned on if I walked
First of all, that's what I do in my house.
Yo
limpio los platos, boto la basura.
A mí mi mujer no me va a comprar una cosa. No, yo voy y la cojo yo. La vaina, la esponjita de fregar, yo compro mi esponjita. Porque ustedes las mujeres cogen la vaina y dicen, ay, esta está más barata, ve, vamos a comprar. No, cómprame una esponjita heavy.
Una buena que
cuando yo estoy fregando, amo Amazon, pongo mi musiquita y vaina, hasta en vivo me voy. Well, if that's, you know, if that's something women like, cool. But not all of them like that, you know?
I think every woman would want to see her man.
Emily loves it when you make chores and you do all that stuff, Ivan.
Emily wish I do all that shit. Yo da más friego. Like, I compromise a lot. Like, tú cocinas, yo friego.
Okay,
that's fair.
¿Quién bota la basura?
Yo a las 12 de la noche.
Nice, okay.
Todos los días a las 8 hay basura.
Who sweeps and mops?
Aquí en oficina yo, in the
Who
house.
cleans the bathroom? That's all I want to know. Who cleans the bathroom? Who's scrubbing?
I do. The thing is, you know what it is? I don't clean the bathroom because
my wife does the laundry, but I do clean the bathrooms.
It's hard to be with a guy like me.
She does the floors too.
Because I'm sneaky. Like, I'll be the type to like, limpia el baño, pero no lo limpio bien because I know she's going to get mad y lo va a limpiar ella. And I do it enough times so she'll be like, no limpia el baño nada, vete a fregar. Like,
this is weaponized incompetence to everyone listening, okay?
Yeah, I'm the type. Yo, you
he
send me
does
to
it
the
bad
supermarket
on purpose so that his girl does
I clean the bathroom because
that's not nice.
I like to make sure.
Supermarket with a list, and I'll pick everything wrong while it's on the list. Like, you know,
he's the type of guy you ask him for a glass of water, he'll throw the ice on the floor and give it.
He's Dominican, y'all. He's Dominican.
I'm Dominican too.
Oh,
what that
Dominican
mean?
Too. My bad.
Coño.
But it's so I don't know. I'm in a relationship. It's 50-50. I'm 50-50 on everything.
Nah, it's 100-100.
50-50. Demasiado
You need to
trabajo.
put everything on that list.
It's
Animal de
50-50.
Fetty para trabajar.
I think it's
I don't know about that.
50-50. So you said compromise, but that's not compromising.
That
you
ain't
only do two
compromising.
things.
If she
Well,
give you a
now
list,
that
you
I-
get everything on the list.
Now that I show my tricks, obviously it's not compromising. But hey, when you go in that house, él limpia, cocina, trae la
Emily is
cosas,
definitely watching, and Ivan's
Yo,
gonna be
Emily
doing
is
some.
really. She
The
put.
goat.
I don't know her, but I send her my prayers.
But man has to be romantic. That I always said. Like, el hombre que no es romántico, mejor que se tire del planeta y caiga en el agua y se ahogue. You gotta be, tú tienes que ser detallista, you know?
A mí me gusta limpiar el baño porque I like the way I clean it. You know, not that my wife doesn't know how to clean it. I like to personally clean it because when I go in there to do my business, I want it to look and feel and smell a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You know what?
I clean it very thorough, and I'm also the dishes is like little therapeutic. Nobody bothers me when I'm doing the dishes, so
It's a little therapeutic.
I do
It
my
Get in your
dishes.
zone.
It is.
You're like, I'm cleaning the fuck out
You
of these
just said it.
dishes.
Hell yeah.
It is. It's the best time.
It's true. My fiance does so many dishes. I'm so grateful for him because he really out here doing the dishes.
Question.
Wait, let me go ahead.
espérate, porque ella está muy contenta la mujer.
Uh-huh.
Will this determine, and let's say you guys break up, are you going to be like, damn, el tigre lava heavy? Lo trate. You know what?
I think
hold up.
cleaning-
I got to think about it porque que me friega. Because, you know, girls be getting together in the huddle. I don't know, girl. He be doing them dishes. It's crazy. You know, I don't like to do this shit. Especially
Is
when I
this
do
points
my
for
nails.
him?
You know?
Yo, dishes is points. This is a man that cleans.
Pero Iván,
and
el tigre
cooks
de ella, un
is
tigre
points.
bonito, hace ejercicio, está bien, el muchacho siempre está limpio,
Lo que yo dije es todo para las
Heavy.
mujeres.
And he
heavy,
doing the dishes.
Todo para las
He a
mujeres.
Heavy.
10.
heavy,
Todo para las mujeres.
siempre está bien
I
afeitado,
will never be a 10. I'm a 7.5.
dueño de un gimnasio también, el tipo está bien.
Nah, after these tricks you be pulling, you lost points. You were 6.
I work so hard to be a 7.5. You have no idea.
And to stay there and
Yeah,
not go
I had-
lower or higher.
If you are always a 10, then the element of surprise is gone. If you're a 7.5 and you pull up one of these days with a 10, they'll be like, hold up, who this?
Nah. You got to do that
Who
sometimes,
is?
though.
Yo,
Yeah,
so
do
you're,
that
you're
sometimes.
telling me your strategy is to be like kind of whack and then pull out the good stuff so that you get points.
You have to. You got to keep it interesting. If you always are here, there's no way to going down. Dan Bilzerian said once, right? At the age of 15, he had a brand new BMW del año. And from the age of 15 all the way now to his life 40 something, él ha tenido toda esa vaina. And to him, all that shit is, But to us, un carro del año is like, oh, snap. So I would never want to live my life aburrido. So I'm always at a 7.5. And sometimes, you know, I pull out that 10. Whoa, Florida. Even though they're from the
I
gas
don't think.
station.
I
Pero
think
ya la Florida,
that's just
Okay.
him.
you know?
I think if you was him, if you was in his
What you
spot,
laughing at?
Ivan, you would still be. You know.
No, bro, you have to. You have to always be interesting. No puede ser like if las mujeres se aburren. Ay, cuando una
wait,
mujer
wait.
se aburre. Ay, Dios mío,
We have a
mira.
question.
Hold
That
on.
question.
Oh my god.
And you know, I just looked this up
Paragraph.
this week too, so I actually
I
have
have
an
a
answer
question.
for this.
How do y'all feel about monkeypox vaccine only being available for gay men at the moment?
We about to be
Would
careful.
you guys get vaccinated if it was? You know, let me just say this real quick, right?
Mhm.
Dory out here.
As a straight man, if you get monkeypox, your sexuality is gonna be questioned.
That's just because of idiocy.
Listen, boo, I'ma
Honestly,
go
that's
up in there, like,
ignorance.
put it
Anyone
on
can
me.
get
Even though
monkeypox,
it is,
we know
it
that.
is ignorance. I get that, Jazz.
Put it
But
on me, baby.
as small-minded, we were just talking about how
We were
small-minded
just talking about
society is.
small-minded people.
They're
Correct.
gonna automatically think like te tiraste un hombre.
Rick, if you need
Fuck
this
'em.
vaccine,
Who
I will hold your
cares?
hand all the way in there. Nos damos un par de besitos.
Listen.
Eso no es nada.
Okay.
Si hay que sacar la lengua, la sacamos. It's for the greater good. It's for our health, right?
It's like that movie where they got
Um,
married for health benefits.
With Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
Yes, Adam Sandler.
You know what question I asked, and this is a tough one. My fault. Go ahead, Jazz.
Oh, I was gonna answer this question, but go ahead. Go ahead.
No, answer the question because my question is a little
Oh.
more.
Oh, your question is about the question. Okay. So I feel like the reason that the monkeypox is only, and it's not gay men, it's like just the LGBTQ community.
They treat it like
And the
AIDS.
reason the reason it's available to them first right now, I think they're trying to help the population that is currently getting the hardest hit by monkeypox. So I agree with that
The
strategy.
reverse of COVID, because it was black
Yeah.
and Latinos that was getting hit hard, and we didn't get the vaccine first.
That's interesting.
They made it harder for us to get the vaccine.
That is very interesting.
We didn't even want
Listen, at the end of the day, though, a lot of black and Latino people didn't even want it. So, but anyway,
because we ain't trust that shit.
We good with Vicks.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair for the gay community to have access to it first. And as far as if I would get it, so there's two different types. So I would get the Junios. I don't know how to spell it. It's JYNNEOS. I would get that one.
How you gonna get something you don't know how to spell?
Hold on a second.
Genio,
There's two
JYNNEOS.
different vaccines already for this shit.
Well, it's not a new disease. So the vaccines are like old vaccines. Like the one of them was made, I think, in
like the
2019.
The COVID one was actually
COVID was brand new. That was just made.
No, it was for something. It was for
No,
SARS.
the COVID vaccine was a new vaccine. Yeah, okay. They took a SARS thing and they worked with it.
Yeah,
right.
So,
but this monkeypox, it's not.
It's
brand
been
new.
around.
It's been around.
When I heard the word monkeypox, I thought somebody just made that shit up.
I thought people was having sex with monkeys.
I just thought I laughed at it. I was like, this ain't
How
a
did
big
they come
deal.
up with that name?
But here we are. Jokes on me. It is a
in
big
DR,
deal.
in DR, you know where I'm from, in my hometown in DR, they fucking goats and all that shit. Cows.
Oh yeah, did we talk about this on this
There's a hole,
podcast?
they
Or I had a
putting it in
conversation
there.
with.
It
Oh, it was in the
wasn't me.
barbershop. It was at the barbershop. It was. I got relatives through marriage. It's important to stress. It's through marriage. That's no longer part of the family.
Okay.
They used to sleep with goats in DR.
Right, and bring him on the show, man.
Nah, he's an older man. I'm not gonna put him out there like that.
Why?
Ya, hasta 100 años.
He was like, Ricky, yo me ponía la cola como una corbata.
And what does the
My
goat
man's
say?
the
Like,
goat!
what does the goat say? Like, is it animal cruelty? Is it screaming? Is it dying? Like, what is happening with the goat?
That's the questions those are the questions I have.
I'm concerned for the animal.
Are you?
I mean,
my main concern is like, what if you?
It's like this, you know.
What if you
what is this
finish
gonna do to
in the goat?
Okay, maybe.
Can you impregnate the goat or the chivo?
No,
Rick, you and your questions.
They would have been my baby goats.
Listen, it's there's a lot of weed, a lot of CBD. These questions, you think of these shits.
You can't. You can't
a lot of edibles. You sitting there thinking.
Imagine a little goat come out with your what is this? Whatever this family member is, your uncle's head, whoever it is.
How'd you know he was an uncle?
Yeah,
by marriage, I stress. No longer married to the kid. Some chivos be looking.
Did they get divorced because she found him fucking the goat?
No, I don't think she ever knew about this story. He told me about it one day when he was drunk.
Was he like fucking the goat and then go fuck his wife? Like what? Why
no,
was the wife good enough?
This was not what. This was when he was a little kid.
When he was a kid?
Yeah, this is like
child.
13, 14.
16, 15, por ahí.
Listen, you think these poor kids is getting something?
When you go to DR, Jazz, and you visit someone, and
she's been to DR. This is what.
So cuando tú te allá otra vez, and you see, there's animals in the backyard, and you see a goat, and they ask how old this goat is. If that goat is more than 10 years, somebody's fucking it. Because what happens is, like, for example, like when I went, I was like, "Hey, Toto Chivo," and I did this to the Chivo. Hey, like, I patted him, whatever. And my man was like, wait. I'm like, ¿qué fue? Yo voy a tu casa y le toco a tu mujer. And I was like, yo no sabía que era la tuya. And I was like, damn, my man wildin', but I knew it. Yo me la llevé. And I was like, this man's fucking this goat. And I was like, can't touch this one. And I was like, I was like,
no me la maltrate, manín, no me la maltrate.
Yo,
these are real things. These are real situations. There's chickens too. Chickens get it too.
The chickens, yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Mostly in Japan.
I gotta get my charger.
Los chino. I told you I don't bring me today over here. Yo no sé para qué yo te diga.
Why? This is good.
This is about to be canceled, bro. That's what we're gonna do.
No. I wrote a bit about that cheapo shit to do on stage.
Do it because no one.
And I also wrote a bit on
part of the culture.
On weddings. Like, don't invite me. I'm gonna do the wedding bit right now for you guys. Since Jasmine's engaged.
Jasmine's engaged. Congratulations.
I think I told Jasmine this joke
before. Hey.
Se fue la luz. Estamos en
Otra
DR.
I have a big group of friends, and every time like uno está single, they be like, yeah, ¿por qué no te vas a casar? It's like I seen every aspect of marriage with all my friends.
Mhm.
Y no me gusta ninguno, so let me be. I was like, oh, sing wallet.
Marriage is beautiful.
Marriage. This is my marriage bit, right?
Okay, tell us.
Jazz, you get married.
Mhm.
If you send me an invitation to my house, no, I'm going to evaluate that thoroughly.
Okay.
I'm going to put your relationship into this machine that I got that's going to calculate if you guys are going to make it.
Right.
Because me accepting this invitation to your wedding is going to cost me a ton of money.
Yeah.
And if we go through it right now, the wife's dress, the wife's hairs, the wife's nails, the wife's shoes, transportation, my haircut, my tux, the gift I have to give you, the 200, 300, whatever bucks we put in the card, yes, for the plate. The babysitter I'm gonna have to get because I got kids now. Transportation, I don't know if I mentioned that as well. And then the little knickknacks, you give the bartender some tip. So all in all, you're probably looking at like a good $2,000-$3,000.
So
damn,
I ain't going.
Right. So
is this destination?
If I feel you're gonna make it past 5 years, RSVP +1. Yes.
Okay.
If you receive a hard no, please break up with your boyfriend.
Damn.
They know something.
So your heart, if you give a hard no, you're saying y'all ain't gonna make it. I'll see you next time.
Yes.
Ain't nobody waiting.
If I accept and you guys get divorced under 5 years, I'm going to send you a bill of what I spent to go to your wedding with interest. With interest.
Gotta have the interest because we in a capitalist country. Gotta have the interest.
Of course. My money was invested in that relationship.
That's savage.
I might also ask for the gift back. So that's my wedding invitation bit. I'm still working on it. Don't kill me, people.
I think it's a good one.
So if
I
you
love
invite,
weddings.
if
I
you
like
invite
say
me
yes
to your
all the
wedding and I'm not going to it, you gotta question that relationship immediately.
Okay. Now we all know.
Immediately. I went to a wedding 3 or 4 years ago. They're divorced already.
Damn.
Divorced.
Send them the invoice.
I did. Wedding was in another.
Receipts. Every wedding Rick goes to, he puts the receipts in an envelope.
Wedding was in another state. I had to drive. I also put what is that when you sue somebody and you spent years like struggling or whatever? What's that term they like to use?
Trauma.
Well, because the drive was like 2.5 hours going and coming back, so that's 5 hours out of my day. I included that in there. My going rate was this much. I'm telling you.
Pain and suffering.
I love weddings.
Pain and suffering.
I love weddings. I love weddings so much.
But I love weddings like if I know this couple is going to last. Like
I've never been to a wedding where I thought a couple wasn't gonna last.
Are you serious?
I go to a wedding and be like, y'all sure about this? Is everybody here? Both sides of the family. Tú sabes que no te van a dejar salir conmigo, ¿verdad? And it's
definitely a change of lifestyle. What's this?
That's horrible. That's horrible.
That's just the rule. Imagine if that was a rule, no one will get married. Hey, I'm saying that should be the rule, and not just for fucking weddings. Because me myself going through the experience, it's not just a wedding. You go to a bridal shower. You go to a bachelor party. That shit all gonna go into the bill.
One of those things.
You need to normalize saying no. You don't have to go to.
There's
everything.
a baby shower, and then now with kids, baby shower, gender reveal. Ugly face reveal of the pronoun, like the name reveal. The baby got 6 toes. It's just this.
Well, I haven't seen a kid with 6 toes in a while. What happened? What's going on, people?
I don't know.
What's going on with these
little
normal
dangling
toes?
finger right here. What happened, man? And where are those? The one that chopped it off, man?
Are they living better now? I used to see a lot of that shit in DR. Like
I know. Allá
an extra limb. That was
probably
crazy.
one of them. Probably that kid was the
From the goat.
from the goat. So you
Wow.
fuck the goat, fuck your wife. So the muchacho, the goat was
There
like,
goes
hey,
my answer. The
like,
goat got pregnant.
that's how they would tell.
That
Like,
was a little
hey.
hoof.
I don't. They are wilding for that though. Like allá no hay mucha regla, but here
They do
you
a lot
can't.
of crazy stuff over there,
Bro,
huh?
we have drive-through liquor stores. That's all you drive-through bars in DR. Ivan, am I lying?
We got drive
Yo,
through
the rules on the road in DR, there are none. The drivers in DR are crazy.
Surprisingly, though, I mean, a lot of sports athletes die. Our mortality rate is not that crazy.
They wildin' because there's no road for you to be speeding out there. Like yeah, wildin'. I had this question and I asked it the other day, and nosotros lo que peleamos todo. But I just asked this for that, just to see people fight, because you get some gems from there, right? You have a guy that transcend to a woman, como están diciendo ahora.
Transition
to a woman, and you have a woman, right? Mm-hmm. And they're both on the list for a heart. Who do you give it to?
Oof.
They're both on the list.
Yeah, but there's only one
first
heart.
on the list.
There's only one heart.
The way it goes is you give it to whoever's on the list.
Whoever's on that list first. That's what I'm gonna say.
That's the answer.
That's it. That's the one that's on.
That's how the list works. The list is given to whoever is first come, first serve on the list.
That's what I'm gonna go with.
So it's the last woman and the last trans. Entonces se lo dan a ella. Why not give it to the girl that can reproduce as always?
Why you asking these questions? Why you
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It is gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
How you know trans women can't reproduce?
No, they're gonna reproduce at one point. But do you give it to the original sculpture or do you give it to the one that they're making?
Bro, I'm doing everything, all the drugs and everything, because I know by the time I'm an old man, the science is gonna catch up, and I'm gonna be alive till I'm.
They're gonna bring Disney back.
Exactly. So
y'all gonna stick to the list, right? I'm gonna stick to the list. I ain't having no option.
I'm gonna stick to the list.
I'm gonna stick to the list, and that's you all.
I could go there with you.
I said it. I just be like, mátense.
I could go with you, Ivan. You know what's a better? Yeah, like put him in an arena, right?
What are you guys saying right now?
Hold on a second.
Our job is
we sell tickets. We sell tickets to the arena, right? To this event. Whoever wins in a fight, MMA style.
No, I don't like MMA, bro. That's so demasiado. Like I don't. That's like the cockfight. I'm not with all that stuff.
He's gonna get washed. That's it. There's the answer. He ain't going in the fight.
So what would you suggest instead of MMA?
MMA is so violent. I don't love MMA.
Video games?
Fighting video games.
MMA, they really beating the hell out of each other. You guys, I don't know how you guys watch that.
I know.
It's a beautiful dance between two people in a cage.
There's two human lives there, and one can get lost.
Beating the crap out of each other. I feel
Somebody
so
said
bad
destination weddings are cheap, bro. I'm coming for that plane ticket. I'm coming for that. Si me da diarrhea because I ate the wrong food at the resort, I'm coming for that too. So
you know what I like when you go to a wedding and someone is missing. And they're in your table.
And someone is what?
Yeah, like sometimes you go to the wedding.
And there's an empty plate.
Last minute, it's an empty plate, bro. I'm in there. Mira, ella está en el baño. Ella viene ahora, pero ella pidió el pollo.
Yo, that reminded me just when you said that of
two drinks, two
wait. Glory has this series of how to be a trash adult. You gotta tell her that one for her series. You go to a wedding and if someone's not there, you order the food anyway.
Yo, they're in the bathroom.
I gotta ask Glory. She went to my cousin and god sister's wedding because she's Glory's in a sorority and my cousin is her sorority sister. I gotta ask her how that wedding was because I wasn't invited.
We need to work on that.
And you know why I wasn't invited because them invitations is serious. I take that. I do. You go. They always give you that date, RSVP pie. I'd be RSVPing on that date. Like yo,
I don't like to get invited.
Here's my answer.
I will. That's why if that date is gonna be a week or two before I really need to know. You got to do that.
That's some stressful ass shit. Let me tell you.
Wedding planning is stressful.
and my wife did most of the planning. But the getting those RSVP backs, and then the people that cancel last
I'm
minute.
not hounding anybody when the time comes. If you say no, if you don't say anything, I'm taking it as a no, and you will not be invited. You will not
So
be
Jazz,
allowed in.
I'm waiting for my invitation.
Invite me for the baby
Alright.
shower.
I'm waiting for wedding money.
I heard you going to a wedding in Mexico. Shout out to Jazz, by the way. She was at Word to Your
Nice.
Mama podcast, and I heard the
Yes,
whole
yes.
episode.
Thank
I
you.
like Ritzy a lot.
Going
like
to
her.
Mexico.
We had a great chat. Yeah, I'm going to Mexico on the 24th. I'm so excited.
Te voy a decir,
It's for a wedding.
no se vayan dos y después vuelvan tres.
Ay.
I didn't get that.
No se vayan
No se
dos.
vayan.
No se vayan dos y vuelvan tres.
Don't multiply
Oh,
while you're over there.
no, never. No, thank you.
Ah,
But
Maybe
I'm
if
really
he's free.
excited.
Is
It's
Brian
gonna be
there?
a nice wedding.
Is Brian? Is he
Brian's-
camera
I
ready?
think he's in the room. He's not camera ready.
Is he I want Ivan to see Brian. You just gotta look at
he's
this
a 10.
guy's
He's
face.
a 10. He's a
Bro,
10.
he looks
I
like
can
he could
see
be
him
playing.
glistening with his pecs.
He could be playing
picture
Thor
already by
in
the
the movie.
sun.
I swear to
En
God.
el Sol de México, ella así, like, yeah.
No,
Yo, you know what's crazy?
He's Puerto
Yo soy-
Rican.
Yo soy más hablador, bro. I can't, bro.
no, I swear to God, he could be Thor. The dude is like, es buen mozo el tipo.
I said this to one girl one time. No me importa caerme 1000 veces mientras sea en tus brazos. Psst. Tú sabes la vagina que me tienen a mí después.
He romancing over here.
Yo sí. ¿A quién? Muchacho.
I think Ivan's funniest comedy is when like he's sweet talking to Emily.
I don't. Emily's mad.
I swear to God, that
strong
shit
character,
is
bro.
so funny.
Like
man.
the way that I got to Emily's like, tú mira buena mierda. Dice, sí, ese soy yo sin ti, una mierda. ¿Qué? Like that's how I go. That's how I go
This
about it.
is how he talked. Like one time when he came home really drunk, and I don't know why she was recording. I guess because you got home drunk, and she was recording him, and you could tell Ivan's not all there.
Yeah, you can tell.
And he
he's
says
messed
some
up.
sweet ass shit to her after she had just insulted him, and that shit is just so funny to me.
That's how
He was like, "You're not gonna give me that tonight." She was like, "What? Eso es lo que tú quieres," or some shit like that. But they use a word for it. Him and Emily, they have a specific.
I don't know. When I'm drunk, muchacha.
Bro, nah, you have a little
He
nickname
got all the
for it.
words. He got the whole
Nah,
vocabulary.
He deadass has a nickname for it, like them as like them their thing.
Yeah.
And she was laughing because she was looking at his face.
As mad as she was, you gotta have that. You gotta get to.
That's
know
how
your
you
partner, bro.
conquered her, bro, with your
Yeah.
humor.
You gotta lose all the fights. If you right, you never right. First of all,
Mhm.
right? If y'all both messed up, it's your fault. If she messed up, it's your fault. If you messed up, it's your fault. It's always
See,
like
now
that.
you're saying something good. So this is probably what's
Eso es la
countering the fact
realidad.
that you don't clean the bathroom.
This is what not's gonna make the clips.
7.5, y'all. Be a 7.5.
7.5. Don't be a
So-
7.5.
Be a man. Be a 7.5.
7 be a
10.
6.5.
Real men cry too, yo.
So
And
this
just
is
know
a
when
s-
to cry.
This is a special segment we're gonna do right now. You guys gonna help me with it. It's called Andrew Schulz because
That
Andrew
is-
Schulz, please. I think is the
Andrew
better.
Schulz the GOAT right now.
Andrew Schulz, please. So,
Okay.
Schultzy, this is my open invitation to you. Right,
Schultz.
I'm gonna have Jasmine and
See, right? You
Ivan
gave him a
speak.
nickname.
That's my guy. You make my train rides to work so wonderful on Mondays. You educate me in more ways than one. Now that you're married, I feel akin to you and very connected to you. I feel like you get me. Ivan doesn't get me at this point in my life. So we're struggling. Come on this show. Help me. Help me help myself. If that makes sense. This is my plea to you. Jasmine.
Clearly, Rick needs help. That was a very deep plea.
We
So
could
help
do it
him.
in person.
But come on the show because
Mhm.
I feel like we're gonna shoot the shit, and it's gonna be great. And I want to talk to him about his special and about the decision he made. I feel like he took a really big
re-released it
gamble
again.
on himself. I know he took such a big gamble on himself, and
Ivan, that's what we need
that's
to fucking
mad
do.
admirable. Very admirable.
Man, this shit is reverse. That's how I speak now.
Get your ass here.
Andrew, get your ass here. You need the Latino.
Yo, that's I always think of that. Like maybe I should not ask him to be on the show.
Here.
Be out
Maybe,
here, right? That's the thing. Like people,
maybe I should just be. Mark is white, so maybe we take Mark off the show, and it's me, Alex, Akash, and Andrew on Flagrant.
No, Flagrant. Yes. Right, there's nothing. Está loco. Está loco. Tú sabes los baños que hay que limpiar para llegar ahí.
So, and then Jazz, you come, female comic. You don't have a female on the panel, except for when he comes.
You can't. You see what they talk and how they talk. You can't have sensitive people in there.
I'm not sensitive.
That's what I said. But I think he's sleeping on this market because I think I don't know what percentage exactly it is, but a big ass percentage of us Latino know English, and we down for the chits. We support all that shit. We
love dark humor because we do it all the time.
We raised with dark humor. Our parents tell us the craziest shit. Mira, no salga con tu amigo. ¿Con cuál? And she'll name the black one. Like, tú sabes? I'm like, what? Racist from the beginning. You know?
I'm not going to say it. My grandmother told me a famous line one time. I'm not going to repeat it.
So your mom said, ten cuidado.
When I say I was raised with dark humor, not that humor, but
that was real.
You know, people
that was real dark humor.
Time, and that's like, that's so... It's like a way to show love, like you know.
It's a cariño.
Wow. Humor brings people together, and when it's dark, it's like a way to joke about things that you know get the tension out about.
He doesn't have like a Latino homeboy. Like I just realized that. Like I realized that.
Is this your application to be his Latino homeboy?
Like yo, I think we can make it work.
I don't know.
We can make it work. Ivan, shut up, because then if I get in the door, you know what's gonna happen. You see me on Flagrant the first week, and then the next week I was like there on the couch for some reason.
No,
it just happens. Like I gotta bring my boys
you know how
with
much
me.
trouble we're gonna get from all that we spoke about today, bro? I didn't mean.
Well, I ain't say nothing offensive.
¿Quién dijo que no?
Bro, this is my pod, my opinion. If you don't like it, you could tune in and watch somewhere else. I'm done censoring myself.
We're gonna watch.
I've said some shit that some people might have find offensive, which wasn't offensive. I called someone a culture vulture. I lost mad followers. Me and Jazz took on the subject of religion. I thought it was very funny, and we did it light. We didn't really go hard at it, and we still got some flack from that. This other shit that I've done, I got some flack on. But I'm you know what? I gotta commend you, Jasmine.
Me?
She said I make the content that I want to see.
I do.
Was that the quote from?
That was the quote from Ritzy, the podcast I did with Ritzy.
She said, I do what I want to see. If this just so happens to be an audience that likes it, and I think there is. So
I'm okay.
What'd you say?
With that being said, everything Rick says is preparation. Rick shows Rick.
Diablo.
Cualquier vaina que pase te jodiste tú. That's what I said.
I didn't hear nothing.
Wow. Ivan, thank you for coming and kicking the shits with us.
Anytime.
Shows, please.
Thank you for telling us all these funny stories. I'm gonna remember that goat shit.
There's other animals. We got stories.
When they ask what kind of cheese is that, and they say goat cheese, I ain't gonna pop up right there. Like,
next time I go to DR, I'm gonna be asking around.
Ese quesito hell.
Like, yo.
Oh man, Ivan, thank you. I want to shout out my man Pedro from 90 Day Fiance. We're doing something really cool. It's a collaboration with my work. He's gonna be on a panel on real estate panel,
Nice.
which is pretty cool. And eventually we're going to get him on the show. We're going to do a show, an episode on how to buy a house. Dímelo, Johnny, ¿qué lo que? An episode on how to buy a house here. I'm going to have a realtor, a lawyer, and a lender. If you want to buy a home, we're going to do an episode specifically on that. We had my man Brian on. He broke down the finance. My head is still hurting from all the gems he dropped. But we're going to do one on buying a house as well. So
Nice.
stay tuned for that announcement.
Yes.
Ivan, how the 17 podcast you doing?
Look, all these grays.
Is it Grays? Or is it Hugo?
Wow. Tú ves.
Los jugos son buenos, son naturales.
So we'll see you all next week.
Thanks for tuning in.
New time, new everything next week. Same time, same channel. Look at me. The Happy Dads.
Same time, same everything. Drop the 20-minute exit.
Oof.
We'll see you all next week.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.